Hello and welcome back to Retro Gaming episode. Here we have Wacky Wheels, which is originally developed by Beavis Soft and then published by Apogee Software in 1994. The game is for DOS on PC, but it is very obviously heavily inspired by Super Mario Kart. You have two-player modes, Shootout, which we will be playing a little bit later, and then just usual racing in split screen, and you have your play over modern combat play. This is a shareware episode, but for my purpose it is pretty much okay to play, because we have here a slightly limited amount of dudes. They look slightly differently, but it doesn't really matter or affect anything, so I'll be just playing default Tiger here like this, and then you have your classes. I'll be playing on medium difficulty and with slow engine, because in my opinion for this sort of short tracks fast is a little bit too fast, so just 6 HP and just Bronze Wheels race obviously, since it's shareware episode, but you have other ones as well, as you can see over here. And then there was an upgrade version for like $35, and now all of it you can buy it just for a couple and something bucks on GOG, I do believe. So let's just start Bronze Wheels. As you can see, tracks, look and design heavily inspired by Mario Kart, which is pretty obvious. Here you have your weapon prizes and hedgehogs, which are basically ammunition if you don't have any prize weapon. So first you do that, and then amount of hedgehogs is displayed there on top of the screen. That's 4 per pickup, so you can do that. So let's try to beat them on the medium difficulty, and the first level it shouldn't be too hard. And even though this game is basically a clone of Mario Kart for PCs, it's well executed, well done, so I don't have any problems with it, since I'm not really a Nintendo fanboy. And we already are ahead of everyone else, so maybe by the end of the race on this track I will be able to reach them from behind. It looks like that may be possible, because as you can see on that minimap, which is quite helpful actually, one of these racers is way behind everyone else. Yeah, we can already see him. Yeah, last lap. 6 lap races, but I think you can adjust amount of laps per race from 6 to 10, like 6, 8 and 10. Yeah, we'll beat the game, but before I will switch to different modes I want to get at least as a second race. So you have your points, and by the end of the game, who has more points, that's the winner. Yeah, that's sort of bog, or maybe a bit of a river around, which is also resembles the layout of the level on the original Super Nintendo Entertainment System Super Mario Kart. Here you have generic animals and even a shark as drivers, not some specific heroes. But it's still pretty close. So I can quite recommend picking it up, at least shareware version, which you can download freely, since it was shareware originally. It's not illegal to download this shorter version, or if you want full version, then follow ahead to GOG.com and you can buy it there. It's pretty cheap these days, so have no reason to skip it. And it's quite funny how you sort of turn into this. Oh, someone is trying to approach me from behind. But hopefully I will manage not to screw things up if I will not horribly go underwater another time. Then then I have my chance of winning actual race. But this time they're still pretty close. This is easier on the first level, so you will not be sucking from the very beginning regardless of your skill, more or less if you know how to push buttons on the keyboard. I'm playing on the keyboard right now with slightly redefined controls, cause I prefer just arrow up for acceleration instead of some alt or whatever key to the side. And lap 5, and we're very close to the final lap, which is nice. Just brake a little bit and punch a little bit these guys. So you have your trusty 486 DX2. You'll be fine playing it on the highest settings, because there are different graphical settings. Here can be changed in setup file. Yeah, nice, excellent skill indeed. Well, not on the highest difficulty level, but still pretty nice. And let's just skip that. And now play some Wacky Duck Shoot, which is just an arena sort of setup, where you have to get these hedgehogs, and then in 2 minutes you're supposed to shoot as many ducks as you can. And there are two kinds of ducks, unprotected and the ducks in helmets. They require to be shot 2 times to be actually destroyed and counted towards your victory, and you have your number of ducks on the side of the screen on the corner. For me it's half of the time harder to find actual ducks, but hitting them can be also quite challenging, at least with my sort of skills. So let's try to do our best. As you can see, I tested the game before, that's why I was in the score table. High score table. Maybe this time I'll hit 16 points as well, maybe not. Not if I will be missing all of the ducks. Where are they? Let's see. I don't see anyone. Let's run around. Oh, yeah. Nice. And here are the guys. Yeah. Yeah. And this one is blinking, so I hit him before. Turning around, but maybe I'll still be able to get here. Maybe not. Yeah. You get more points for ducks and helmets, obviously. And I'm already 19, so it's not terrible. Oh yeah. I have beaten my previous result, so yeah. Let's go with the water. 19. So that's another mode. And then you have split screen races, like classic races or shootout. So I'll be demonstrating with that. Yeah, and for the second player on keyboard too, so I could at least somewhat control him. Yeah, let's just proceed with defaults. And here we have it. So we have first player on the bottom, and the second player is on top, so maybe I could manage to accelerate slightly, to demonstrate it like this, and the second player is somewhere in the middle, so should be easy enough to locate him. Here we have 5 hits per win, obviously, but that's a minimal setting. And do I have... no, I don't have any hedgehogs on the first player, so let's just get some. Yeah, and maybe the prize will be actually enough. Oh no, the top of this kind of angry balls going from side to side. So that can be pretty useful, but just not in our actual case. Yeah. Has been waxed. A glorious shark, and then you have your score, and if you hit 5 times, you will be on the winning side. So yeah, quite nice game. Highly recommend picking it up if you like this sort of short racing arcade games. Of course, it's not pretending to be some sort of simulator, but since I like this kind of stuff, I give it a positive rating, and yeah, share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like the video, you know what to do, and of course it helps quite a bit if you share this video on the social media networks. That was me, LastofAvari. Thanks for watching, see you later in another episode of Retro Gaming Series, or something else.